happening?
So, look at us.
Yeah, look at us. We got a new little spot here.
New studio, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more cash.
Yeah. You're looking a bit tense though.
Oh, sorry. Just let me just loosen up a little bit there. Yeah. It's Monday morning. I think everyone struggles a little bit on Monday, but I'm getting there.
And how was Maluti? I think we can start off with that. We just got back from Maluti D90 yesterday.
Such a fantastic event. I mean, Clarence, beautiful part of the world, beautiful roads, lovely mountains, yeah, very scenic. We were blessed with good weather as well. I was worried about that. I mean, we're in May now, and you never know what you're going to get.
I mean, it was raining the day we left. Friday morning, woke up to pissing with rain outside. So
yeah,
you're always a bit nervous, especially this race. I think historically the weather's always a bit cold, and it's like the turning point of seasons.
Yeah, exactly. We're really into winter now.
Yeah, but it was a great weekend away. We had the two teams, our team and then a social team. And yeah, I think it worked out, like the organized chaos that it was, it worked out.
I think, again, you need to give yourself some credit. I mean, you ran the show, you organized everyone to get there, the logistics around it, the accommodation, the food. So well done to you for putting together such a cool thing. I mean, yeah, in our team, in the racing team, we're just all a bunch of children, and I don't think we would have made it to Clarence, let alone the start line, let alone the finish line, had it not been for you. But I know the social guys also had a great time, good bunch of people, had a lot of fun out there. And yeah, I'm definitely waiting for the next one. Can't wait for the next one. And I know that everyone who was there said that they're going to be at all the events that you run and that you're involved in moving forward.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that.
No worries. Also, thank you for letting me sit on this side and hide my scratches.
What? Scratches? Oh, I forgot about that. I wasn't going to bring it up. But yeah, Ryan's got some scratches that you can't see because it's on this side of his face. I've heard mixed reviews what this could...
No, we don't need to disclose it. I'm just thank you that we're hiding the scratches.
Oh, okay. So is this the episode about the scratches?
No, it's not about scratches. I just think, people know that people don't know we won the D90, the Maluti D90. So that's a team time trial event. You start with 12 riders and it's your first 6 across the line. We obviously didn't start with 12 riders because we had 2 guys who didn't even make it to the start line. Multiple reasons. But we ended up winning, setting the quickest time by 20 minutes?
17 to be
17
more precise.
Which is more than 15.
Just more than 15, not quite 20.
Yeah. Less than 30 though as well. So yeah, we celebrated our victory. And in Clarence, for those who don't know Clarence, it's a very, very small town, beautiful town. But there's a lot of like breweries and bars around the central square.
Yeah, it's a tiny town. I mean, it's probably as big as where we're sitting now. You can see across the whole town.
Yeah. I
think if One Oak, shouts, you'll hear him.
Yeah.
You'll be able to know what he's drinking.
Especially if you're shouting, asking what the bar order is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not as loud as what Bob shouted at that one stage in the race. Ryan was doing the lion's share of the work, and we tried our best to keep him sheltered. Keep him as calm as possible. And a few stages, towards the end, emotions were high, and Bob decided, you can't just say, "Hey, give her a little bit easier." He had to scream from the bottom of his line. I thought he was being attacked.
It was very aggressive. It was very. I was worried.
Yeah.
I was also glad to see that Bob played a part a little bit for.
Surprised me. I tuned him flat out before that he wouldn't make it, and he surprised me.
Exactly.
We can talk about who did and who didn't make it, maybe. Yeah.
Well, I mean, sorry, I'm just coughing. This is from the celebrations, I think. We started with 10 guys, so we had 6 from our team. Everyone barring Warren Moorman, Waza, who's in China. We then had Varies, Gav, and Dave Shelley. Who else was that? It
DJ Scott Dog. Tiny Kevin.
Oh, of course. Sorry, I completely. The reason I forgot about him is because he did one pull.
Yeah.
In the first 10Ks, didn't see him again. That's why I forgot about him. But yes, no, Tiny Kevin was there, representing. He also, went out with me. We did a bit of route recce the night before, just to ensure that we were ready. So I do appreciate him, doing that with me. But yeah, unfortunately, he suffered a bit in the day.
Yeah, I don't think he should have come because he wouldn't have, he just took up space. To be honest, probably wasn't the best influence on the rest of the group, but...
that's how you really feel, eh?
Yeah, we just continue in our chat we had on Saturday night. I got quite heated with him. But
yeah, you and Tika at the bar after the race when we were, celebrating our victory. You guys clearly both very opinionated gentlemen. Are you guys all right now? Are tensions down?
I think so. I mean, we didn't say anything to like negative towards each other in the morning thereafter. And he was carrying on like he was the night before. So
there you go.
Just what you do when you get to a mature age, you just under the rug.
Yep, exactly.
And
day by day, it's in the past.
Yeah,
you are getting to mature age, because I was very impressed with you. Being like the dad of the group and just making sure that everything. I mean, I suppose someone had to take responsibility.
Yes.
It was definitely not going to be
the
me.
last time I did that.
But yeah, I felt bad for you. But nonetheless, you pulled up your socks and you got us there. So well done to you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it worked out well. We were lucky enough to get a van, or what do you call it, taxi, a Quantum, South African taxi.
A van.
Yeah, the colloquial term.
Minibus
taxi.
Yeah.
It's kind of sponsored by the guys at SMG Toyota Darren Wood. So thanks, Cam. I'm not sure if you listen to these, but really appreciate it. It's busy getting cleaned now at the valet before I drop it off. Just, it's the right thing to do. But yeah, it was super cool. We all traveled up together, a couple of other cars, but the core group was all in one car. You were on DJ duties the whole way down. First song that you played, what was that one?
I can't remember.
Something about Taxi Man. No?
Oh yeah, Avoid Taxi Man. Yeah, South African group. Yeah, great song, and it set the tone for fun.
Yeah, it did indeed. So yeah, that was super cool, and yeah, like you said, the organization, it kind of worked out in the end, but it was chaos. It's hard dealing with one person. I got to deal with like two teams, some supporters and helpers and assistants, and just to put it all together, worked out in the end, but. Yeah, the next trip will be, one of these trips will be when we ride down to Amashova.
Oh, lovely. That's what, a 3-day, 4-day thing?
So 4 days of riding, the 5th day will be Amashova.
Awesome.
But yeah, that takes a lot more logistics because there's a few more moving parts. So I might be giving some responsibility.
Share the load, Bruce. Share the load. And I promise you, we can see how you can rise to the occasion, and we don't want to let you down. So yeah, just share the load and we'll help you.
Did you get this shirt from William?
I don't know why. Oh yeah, William. Every shirt he owns is a super dry one, isn't
it? He loves super dry.
So William, he was one of the riders in the social team. Also not afraid of a good time. I think he loves this thing. It's called a depi.
Yeah.
What is a depi, Kent?
I think it's a depth charger.
Yes.
And it is peppermint liqueur in I don't know if it has to be a Castle Light, but a Castle Light. And he does these things, I think, religiously.
Every single time I've seen him, he does at least 3 of them, but he always has to record himself doing it. So I don't know if it's so that he can the next day, take stock of what he did, or if he's in part of some group that they have to share it. But it's a lot of fun. He brings the atmosphere. He also brings a super dry shirt.
More than one.
But no, he has a lot of fun, and yeah, he definitely added good value to the weekend.
I think one of the funniest parts of the whole trip is obviously we drove back yesterday and guys are maybe a bit hungover and that, and I'm driving our Quantum, and it's only got a maximum of 100, 110, and it's governed, which is probably a good thing because that's it's a big vehicle. But anyway, so we go in and William he's on another level. He's just going on, talking the whole way, keeping us entertained. And as we're pulling into Santon, just outside of the fly offices, another one of the riders in the social team, Simba, he says something, I can't remember what he said. And William turns around, he's like, wow, bro, I didn't know you could speak. And everyone thought, oh, that's so funny, amazing. And then Simba hits back and he's like, that's because you've been speaking the whole time. You didn't get any of us a chance to speak. So
exactly. We didn't get a gap, It
was just brilliant.
No, it was good. But a lot of fun. And I mean, yeah, those guys, I have no doubt they had a good ride themselves in the social team. But yeah, they were up for it. So it was awesome to be part of. So well done.
No, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. What's coming up now? We've got a pretty busy week again, a couple nights at home to brush the teeth and then polish the shoes and then we're off again.
Basically do a bit of laundry and yeah, now we're off to Sani, tomorrow? Wednesday. Sani2C. So, I know we've touched on this in the previous podcast. I've never done it myself. You're a seasoned Sani rider.
No, this will be my 3rd Sani now.
Impressive.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Mountain biker now.
You are a mountain biker, clearly. We're still waiting for a mountain bike. So as we've said in the past few weeks, I haven't ridden a mountain bike in 8 years. I don't know when last time was Sani.
Yeah, last year this time, yeah.
We're still waiting for mountain bike. So the race starts in less than 72 hours. I'm probably going to have to race it in road shoes. I don't have mountain bike pedals.
I'm definitely doing it in road shoes. I don't have mountain bike shoes.
So if it's bad weather or we got to walk or portage, it's game over.
Yeah, no, we in it for the long haul, eh?
Oh gosh, all right. Well, it's going to be fun. I mean, yeah, but it's a 3-day mountain bike race. I mean, I think it's one of the oldest on the calendar. I think one of the first ever multi-stage mountain bike races in the country.
Yeah, it must be.
It is going to be chilly. It is going to be a bit cold.
I think we got a taste of that this weekend. You know, with Maluti, we started. I think the real fuel was 1 at 6 degrees, but I overdressed a bit. I had the leg warmers on. There's only one in the team, but I didn't want to admit that. So I don't know if that was the right call, but you know, at least we got a taste for what we're going to expect. But
I did feel for you because as we started, I mean, we pulled out, and I mean, we started quite slowly, well, slower than I would have liked to have started.
I don't know. We were doing 450 up the first climb.
Yeah, and so
we lost David on the first downhill, which meant we were down to 9.
Yeah.
TK didn't do anything, so we had 8 guys.
Yeah.
And then thereafter, guys started missing turns very quickly.
Very quickly.
We caught the guys who came second 5Ks in.
No, I think I think a bit earlier. But he's counting. I mean,
yeah.
But what the point is that, yes, you definitely started a little bit overdressed. I mean, you had your undershirt and your jersey and then your gilet and then arm warmers, leg warmers, buff.
So I was just trying to showcase what Chevita have. So they don't just do like H1 jerseys and
they've got a whole range.
They've got everything you need. Toe warmers, knee warmers, leg warmers. I had them all on.
Yes, you're a really good brand ambassador.
Yeah.
But yes, you had toe warmers on as well. And I think after about 10Ks, I could just literally see you starting to sweat. But you're such a proud guy. You weren't going to stop, or not that you stop, you know, but just while you ride, take your arm warmers off, even just take the buff off.
Yeah.
Nope, you were going to keep it on. You know, reap what you sow. And yeah, you did that first 105Ks dressed like that.
I think I lost about 5 kgs there just in sweat. So.
No, well, I caught most of it on my face and on my jerseys.
So you were behind me
yeah, well, fine. Once or twice. I mean, I knew
to go forward.
I knew I wasn't sweating because there's no ways you can sweat at 450 watts only. Right. But
no, the dual power meter was pulling a Waza. So you were doing the, 200 times 2.
Only the left-hand side was reading.
Yeah. And we've been trying to work out what you would have averaged, because I think I averaged around 280 and I didn't do as much as you. And we got to about 315 or so.
Roughly.
And we think you averaged for the whole, 4 hours 20?
Yeah, 4.5 hours. I mean, so that's almost 4.5 to 5 watts a kilo.
It's pretty solid. I remember we were going down after the reserve, Golden Gate, and we'd just done those massive climbs and you were kind of waiting for us. You filled up the Coke for us, came back. And I said to you, I was like, mate, you're so strong. Like, I think you should go back to the water.
I think you were just saying that, because
I didn't want to do any more turns.
No,
exactly. I couldn't actually do any more turns.
Because the second you said, I wasn't feeling good at that point, but the second you said that, immediately I felt so much better.
It's amazing how that works.
It's like in every race, if you're about to drop it, you see someone else drop, naturally you're like, that guy's useless.
When Spring started shouting that he needed to be pushed, I was like, thank goodness. And then I felt a little bit better.
And immediately the pace also goes up. The second someone admits weakness or that they're suffering, everyone just has to go a little bit harder.
You also you start pushing to run, so you come past us and then you ride Van and Bob off. So yeah, it was juggling casualties.
Casualties. But no, good weekend again. So Sani, I think we're going with a different mindset and mentality. We're not going to try and win it. Are we?
No.
I don't think we're capable of winning it. Let's be honest.
There's no ways we can win Sani. Maybe 1 or 2 segments we can go for.
Like short segments.
Yeah.
That are like sand roads, no single track.
Yeah, the district sections. And I think there's section of tar in the beginning.
Yes.
First,
yes.
I think you start on tar first, 3K.
Oh, that's
So we're definitely going to have to launch an attack or something just for TV time.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to that.
Pull a Dave Jenkins.
Exactly. I mean, everyone saw that,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're still talking about it today.
So let's get noticed. I think, that's really, really cool. So Sani, we're going also, so it's you and myself from our team, also Vian and Manchi.
Vian and Manchi.
Do you think we'll beat them?
I think so. I think we should definitely beat
them.
So I think Vian is pretty decent on mountain bike. I think he also started on racing school series and stuff like that, and he's still basically just outside of school, so he knows what that's about. Manchi I did with Sani with him last year, and he's pretty good technically.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, compared to me, so that's not saying much.
It's also not saying much.
But he doesn't go uphill very fast. And there's a few climbs.
There's a few climbs in that area. What's that famous, is it the Umkomaas Valley?
Yeah, you go down the Umkomaas drop, stage 2. That's actually the day that Stu Fitzwan broke his elbow. The first time I did Sani.
Yes.
And it actually wasn't on any of the technical stuff. It is once you got right to the bottom and you're kind of in the valley and you go across the water a few times on bridges, and he went onto a bridge at an angle, lost the front wheel and put his arm down and his arm went that way.
On the water? Over the water?
On the bridge, yeah. A very silly little fall, yeah.
We are going to be riding over on water? Well, I mean, like it's a floating bridge.
No, these ones aren't floating, but there will be a floating one day one. There's one.
Is it dead straight or does it turn?
There's two lines, so they can do like both, but they both have a bit of a twist and a turn. And yeah, I shot myself in.
Can we go around that?
You probably could.
Because I just know my luck, so I don't want to fall into a dam.
Crocodile infested waters. They have that crocodile they put right by the entrance.
Yeah, of course they do. But I know it's probably going to be like a few degrees. You're just going to be cold. Your shoes are going to be wet for the rest of the race.
It'll be caught on camera, so it might be good advertising.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Ryan Gibbons
Also, our kit's predominantly white as well.
Yeah, true.
That was a rookie. We should have got a mountain bike kit made.
Should have.
Next year.
No, we leave in Oma, bro.
Well, I hope you bring your own to the sign.
No, but I think there's one on the last stage as well, and that's a proper one. That's at like high one. You're kind of not on the water itself. You're actually on those like plastic things. So you're probably like this high off the water, but it's on the water. And the weirdest thing is you riding and the bridge moves. So like you're in the middle and then the bridge goes to the side. So like it's a weird feeling, but you'll be fine. But yeah, I'm still nervous for them. But day one, I think it's pallets like on the water.
Okay.
So you kind of go in the water a little bit.
It starts to...
You go slowly. But
if you're riding, like if there's a lot of guys close together, then the weight, because then wouldn't it just make you...
The thing is, if someone stops in front of you, I think you game over.
Or there's someone who's like very competent and know what they're doing behind you, and they kind of put you under pressure, see if you make a mistake.
It's a Mark van der Merwe.
Mark van der Merwe's favorite quote. I remember driving, because we drive to all these races, and we were driving down Osoniqua Pass in the middle of the night. We're in a van with a trailer, and he's like saying, you put pressure on the guy in front of us to see if he makes a mistake. And we're like, and then what, Mark? And then he dies, or we die, or we all die. He didn't make a mistake. So definitely didn't cave under pressure. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few arrogant guys, trying to put us under pressure.
I think that's the biggest thing with mountain biking is, guys can't really come past you in all these places because sometimes even the single track, there's trees and they can't fit past you and you can hear them on you. And they're like, hey, keep left, but like, where must I go?
What can you do?
And in my mind, I kind of think like, well, if I got here before you, I deserve to be here. So.
I get that mentality, but I'm the kind of guy, I know for a fact, if I know that I'm holding someone up, it's going to just give me anxiety, and I'd rather just stop and pull off the side of the road than cause a train behind me.
I'll never forget that when we did it the first time when Stu broke his arm, it was me and Stu and then Brad Portgida and Clint Hendricks. They did it together.
Yes.
And Clint, he's got great bike handling skills on the road, but it's very, very different.
So different, man. Different sport.
The one section on stage one, you're kind of sweeping through the trees like this, and he just went straight, tiger lined it, like missed all the trees, but missed all the single tracks. So he took the shortest line, made it on the other side. I think he crashed every single day.
Really? Oh. Yeah, I'm scared of that. That's what I'm scared of as well.
Yeah, like I said, with Stu's crash, it's very simple. Like you're going not very fast and you just land wrong,
it's game over.
I think coming back to your original question, no, we're not going to win.
Okay.
We're just going to cruise.
On the side of caution, I'm happy with that.
Maybe stop at the water points, make some friends.
I love friends. And water. And points. No, I think we'll have fun. And I know there's always a good atmosphere afterwards in the race village and in the tents and things like that. So
it's epic.
No, I'm not looking forward to the cold. I'm not looking forward to putting on wet shoes every day. I'm not looking forward to falling in a dam, which is probably going to happen. But the rest of it I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I think Farmer Glenn, so Glenn Hall is the organizer, and they, like you said, it's been going for a long time now. And you'll see the first venue you stay at is their farm. I think it's called Glencan. I don't know how you pronounce it. Once again,
Glencan.
Pronunciation is terrible. But from what it used to just be like open farm, felts and like stuff. And now they've built, there's a wedding venue there. There's like awesome. A massive dining hall. There's a huge thing of ablutions and proper toilets and showers. And
that's fantastic. Okay, that's good to hear.
It's so you'll see as we drive into Underberg on Wednesday, you get like that vibe. Like it's really cool.
Oh, looking forward to that. Liège, we called the winners.
And his super impressive power file, which was, that's massive. Eh?
Really good.
What does that mean? Like if you had to do the maths there, what is that power-wise?
For me or for him?
For you.
Oh, for me, I'd have to do like 6:30, around 6:30 plus.
For 4 minutes?
For 4 minutes.
And currently, what is your best 4 minutes ever?
Probably 5:50. Yeah, so I mean, it's huge. It's more than 10% better than I've ever done.
Jeez, like.
Which is, and again, it's a 4 minute effort. Like these guys are mountain climbers where their speciality is 20 minutes, an hour. So 4 minutes, like that's, as a sprinter, you've got a good engine to do the VO2 kind of efforts. You should be, so it just puts them in a different category altogether.
And I saw a stat actually this morning about Romandie. I think it was a 30-minute effort at around like 6.4 watts a kg.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Which is massive. So,
you know what? Like, I mean, again, he has been so dominant this year. I mean, he's been so dominant for the last 5 years, 6 years. But in Romandie, you know, okay, he won 4 stages, so 4 out of 6, so that's pretty dominant, obviously winning the GC as well. But there was a lot of guys thereabouts, which I thought is really impressive. I mean, Lipovitz, great to see how strong he is.
Yeah.
Obviously third in the Tour last year. Roglic as well was up there, happy to see. But even guys who aren't like these renowned climbers, like Albert Philipsen, you know, he's a young Danish rider for Little Trek, also 20 years old. He was top 10, you know, and he's not really a top climber. Dorian Goudon as well, very talented rider, won a lot this year, but he's not a climber, and he was also, I think, 10th on GC.
Was he 10th on GC?
Yeah.
Because out of the whole race, only 2 guys won stages. It was him and Poggi.
Yeah, unbelievable. Huh?
But also, I was listening to the Move podcast last night, and they were talking about how the race is actually battling financially.
Yes.
There was only 104 starters this year, and they're battling, you know, just to get like finance and stuff just to keep the race going. But I've always thought it was quite a big race. You know, it's in Switzerland, and Johan Reniel and that were saying, you know, why doesn't the UCI get involved? It's basically their home race. It's right there where the UCI is based.
The issue with Romandie, I mean, I know it's always the week before Giro. It's also generally the weather is very unfavorable. So, you know, in the past, it's a World Tour event. All teams have to do all the World Tour races. That's part of it, especially the tours. I think they can miss 1 or 2 of the one-day races a year. So there'll always be one team that doesn't do Down Under or something like that. But generally, there's pressure from the UCI that if you're a World Tour team, you've got to do all the World Tour races. This was the first year where they said they made an allowance saying you don't have to do it. So I think there were, six teams plus or more that didn't actually go.
Yeah, it was massive.
I think, again, with it being so close to the Giro, it's hard. A lot of the guys, you know, some guys would use it as prep. Some guys would do a few stages of it in, you know, pull out. The timing's not ideal, but again, it hasn't changed. It's been like this for the last 15, 20 years. It is sad to see. What does it mean? What does it mean for the future of professional cycling? If a race like Tour de Romandie, it's been around for years and years and years, it's on the World Tour calendar, one of the, call it 10 one-week stage races of the year, or the World Tour stage race of the year, and if they're battling for sponsorship and they're battling to get the input from teams, what does this mean for the future?
Yeah, cycling is one of those models that it doesn't follow the traditional football and tennis and rugby and all that type of stuff. It doesn't follow their way of going. So, cycling is in a weird place. But then again, you see a team like Ineos sign a new sponsor 5-year deal with a net company.
Yes, that's
AI-driven company. Which is huge. A 5-year deal.
Definitely.
And that must be hundreds of millions,
Oh, for sure. No, the value of that is through the roof. But again, that's so good for the sport, and that just shows that there's longevity. And you know, if I was in that team, you know, you take a breath, like, okay, cool. You know, there should be job security for the future.
And that'll translate to results.
Of course.
And they've probably known that this has been coming for a while, because like we've been saying, the whole year they've had a great year.
Super good year, and it could be that. It could be exactly that. You know, where all the riders are just more relaxed and also motivated and hungry to prove themselves, but at the same time knowing that, you know what, if I perform, I should have job security. Yeah,
no, exactly.
What else is there? I mean, the Giro coming up, that's
probably the next big talking point, right? Giro is always the first time where you can come home from work or come home from a ride and turn the TV on and you got something to watch for 3 weeks. It's always one of those ones that I always hated, you know, the thought of maybe having to do it one year because of the weather, and it just looks terrible from that sense. You've done it a good few times and you've got great results there, and you've had a good few experiences there. We also did a little interview thing with Supersport, which will be running on Blitz hopefully in the next week, because just before the tour, and you give some insights into what the race is about. Race that's probably close to your heart. You've done it a few times. How many times have you done?
4 times.
4 times.
Did the Giro 4 times. It was my first ever Grand Tour at 21, 22 years old. Beautiful race. I mean, also we both lived in Italy as well, so I think we're a little bit biased towards it. It's a spectacular event. I mean, the Italians are always a little bit different. They've got the longest race in the world. They've got to have the race with the most climbing, things like that. But the Giro, it's always a mixed bag. You've got half the stages are more than 200 Ks, so it's long days. You've got relentless climbs. You're going to have multiple days that are over 5,000 meters of climbing, unnecessarily so.
Yeah.
And then the biggest factor is the weather. It's so temperamental. On the coastline, you could be racing in 30 degrees and then also be racing in the snow 3 days later. So, yeah, it's going to be an exciting one to watch. I think probably my favorite Grand Tour to do, but it's definitely can be the toughest.
Why favorite?
I just think it's just different. The tour comes with a lot of pressure. The Vuelta almost seems too relaxed. I think the Spanish are just too relaxed. It's like, oh, there's a bike race going on. Sick,
Towards the end of the year.
End of the year. Also, half the guys aren't that motivated anymore. The weather's so hot normally that people are just surviving. Where the Giro, it was special. You've got that Italian flair and that, it's beautiful. You're in such an amazing part of the world. I think this year they're starting in Eastern Europe. I think it's Bulgaria.
Yeah, I think Bulgaria.
I think that's also so cool. That's also the Giro d'Italia. I remember starting. It started in Hungary before. It started in Israel before. Obviously Sardinia, which is still Italy. But yeah, they really always do something extra and alternative. I think last year they were also in like Montenegro or Albania. Albania was the start, which was just the Giro d'Italia, and we're going to do something like that. But that's just Italy for you. But yeah, no, it's a beautiful race, and yeah, really, I'm excited to see a bit of a showdown. Jonas is there; he hasn't done it before, so it'll be awesome to see what he can do. And I think it's also, I don't blame him. I don't blame the guys for thinking, let's mix up the program. If we're going to go to the tour every year, and if Poggy's going to,
just keep dishing out,
keep on
cannibal pass each week,
exactly.
Each year.
Let's try something else.
Race.
So I think that'll be awesome for him as well. And yeah. Excited to have something to watch for the next 3 weeks.
Who are the other competitors? So who are the guys? It's obviously Jonas, who's Pog level, just thereabouts, maybe a little bit less. Be good to see how he goes. But yeah, who are the other guys? Are any of the Red Bull guys going? Do you know?
I think Roglic is going. I may be mistaken, and they probably have already shared it, but it just shows that we're just very out of the loop and we're just so self-absorbed and don't plan. I know that I knew that Almeida was going to go for it. It was going to be his big one, but yeah, he's been unwell, so unfortunately he's not going to be there. I think this means maybe Del Toro, maybe Yates. I could be mistaken again, but I would assume that would be kind of their replacement.
It was Giro last year where Del Toro was leading, right? And then
up until the last day, yeah.
And then I don't know what happened there. Kind of cat and mouse, maybe end of the energy tank and
combination. I think a little bit of inexperience, just multiple factors. But
so if he is there, he's going to be coming, with a bit of a
vengeance.
Mature head.
Yeah. Right or wrong.
Not going to make the same mistake twice.
Definitely not.
But then again, going up against Jonas will never be easy.
Not easy at all. And then again, a rider, I'm obviously a little bit biased towards him because he was an ex-teammate, but Ciccone, someone who's always thereabouts, has been in the leader's jersey of the Giro and of the Tour before. He's Italian, the Italians always just seem to step it up a level when they race on home soil. He was really good last year, but he crashed out. But I know that he's been going pretty well, been slowly building, experienced rider. I have no doubt he'll be up there for a stage win, but I would love to see Ciccone on the podium in Rome as well.
It would just be great if it's like very competitive in a way that we can't decide what's going to happen each day. That would be attacks coming. Jonas actually has to follow and put under pressure, counter attack. That's just what I want to see. Some really exciting,
positive, attacking, aggressive racing.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
Exactly.
I agree. And then while we also talking about international racing, let's talk about some of our South Africans. Tour of Algeria, we had a South African team, Chinolo Pro Cycling. They were there, and really good to see how they did. Reynard Ferensberg getting a stage win. Gustav Besson, I think he finished on the podium, but he was up there on many stages. Zander Erasmus was up there. Brandon Downs. Was it Brandon Downs actually who was up there?
Yeah, and on GC. Yes. And but yeah, I think they all actually had a really good race. Emil, I think, was also second, or he might have won a stage as well. We must maybe double check this.
Yeah.
But we actually need to go research this because it seemed like they were there for about 26 days. There's 4 rest days included because it's just so long. And Reynard was sharing his power data on Instagram and saying it's harder than when he did the Tour de France. And so it shows you once again the level of cycling is just picking up all over the world.
All over the world, exactly. The level is going up.
But yeah, so cool to see a South African continental team actually using that license, racing properly, getting exposure for the nation and giving riders more potential, more opportunities. So really, really cool to see what they're doing, and I hope they do some more.
Definitely. This year already they've been busy. They've done Tour of Rwanda, they've raced in Greece, Tour of Hellas, I think, and I think they're doing roads, or again, maybe I should planned better, but they raced in Greece, and yeah, amazing to see, again, giving some youngsters opportunity, older experienced riders like Reynard, like Gustav, like Brandon Downs, maybe nurturing the young guys and sharing their experience and guiding them a bit. But yeah, phenomenal to see, and also well done, guys, for flying the flag as you have been.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, especially like a guy like Reynard, he's been around for probably 5 years before you went onto the pro scene.
Not even more, man.
And he's still got that urge and that ability to, put in the training and do what needs to be done. And yeah, that playing his part in promoting South African cycling.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, he's the beast. There was a period where he was probably one of the best lead-out riders in the world, super strong, so much experience. But as you say, he's late 30s now, but still motivated, still hungry, and he knows he's not going to go and do the Tour de France again. So he knows his purpose is to share the experience and grow the sport for the nation and for his teammates. So yeah, can't say enough good things about Reynard Janssen Rensburg.
Awesome. Also saw Jeremy posted something on his WhatsApp group and Facebook page, something about 2 other youngsters going off to Switzerland. I think they're going to ride with the World Cycling Centre.
Oh, really? Brilliant.
So yeah, I think they're also first year under 23, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure, okay.
So yeah, hopefully they get some nice exposure to the level and see what cycling is really about, and use that to come back and grow even further. So yeah, good luck to you guys.
Yeah, good luck to you guys.
Switzerland.
That is, yeah, really, really cool. So we're going to be in Sani this week. Well, provided our bikes do arrive. We do have mountain bikes.
I actually got a message.
Yes.
While we were just sorting something out here. And this is from Jesse Creel.
Yes.
And he's like, "Bro, your bikes are still in our fucking warehouse. I'll get them to Hilton. Can you guys collect them from there on your way?"
Okay, lovely.
So, yeah.
So we don't have our mountain bikes yet. The race starts in less than 72 hours. We will hopefully get them within 24 hours of the start.
I think one benefit is we both worked at CycleFit.
Yes.
So we'll make sure that, you're scraping the mud off the bottom of the shoe, getting that 150-degree angle in the seat height.
Yes. And that's 90-degrry angle between the torso and the arms.
Yeah. And, adjust the saddle position, make sure you're not sitting on that soft perineum, sitting on those sit bones,
The average human's sit bones are 12 centimeters apart. We worked at a bike fitting, what would you call it? Was it
bike fit specialist? What? Yeah.
Studio.
Bike fit studio.
With Aaron Brown.
Triple Crown.
And he was very professional. I think he was one of the pioneers in this country of doing proper bike fits. This was before the technology of Retool and all these things were out there. He had the cameras and the lasers, and he was really the system was pretty professional, and he had it dialed. But we were young 19-year-olds, or you were 7, you were in school.
I was in school. I used to finish school, walk up there, do some bike fits, go home.
And he gave us a script, and it was hectic, but it was awesome. And we've learned a lot of valuable things from that. We know how to set up a bike. Yeah, nice. Well, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll just need to make sure that we tighten all the bolts, because I remember last year, myself and Keenan, we get to the end of stage 1. We had a great day. We weren't anywhere. We were just riding, and we went into, I think it was Complete Cyclist had a setup there, and they had a mechanic stand, and they were like, "Please, can you just check some stuff?" Keenan was like, "Yeah, my gears at the back aren't working, won't get into the last gear." And then I was also like, "Yeah, my headset's not so lacquer." So cool. Get there the next day, thinking, "Geez, now we're probably going to be hit with a bill, cycling races." But they just laughed at us, and they said, "Both of your wheels weren't tight." So
my word.
His back wheel was loose, so it was moving, so the chain would never get into the last gear.
Yes.
And my front wheel was loose.
So obviously you have that play in the front there. Simple as that.
As simple as that.
So there's basically to tighten your axles and good to go.
Yeah. Luckily they're genuine stand-up people, and they could have said, needed new bearings, and
could have done a whole bike, complete strip the
chain.
bike.
But they've just told us, how to tighten a bolt.
And have you learned? Will you be able to tighten my bolts now?
We can have a look. Yeah. Each bolt to themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I'll let you tighten my bolts. And then after Sani, we have a bit of a break. A break, and then it's the gravel scene.
Yeah, and that's your next big goal coming up. I mean, you told me last week that this is now your next goal, and it's to win Race to the Sun.
Sure, I think I was a little bit ambitious when I said that. I think it's I'm very wet behind the ears. Ability-wise, I'd like to think I could be somewhat competitive.
Like engine-wise, yeah.
But yeah, just my technical ability, and if I have a mechanical as well, I'm game over, because I'm going to firstly look for my race radio, and then I'm going to put my hand up, and then there's going to be not even a Shimano neutral service car. So what am I going to do? But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I know you'll be racing alongside me there, so hopefully you can guide me a little bit. And
I think I'll have some decent legs by that stage. I was okay this last week in Maluti, so showing signs of progression. Good 3-day camp coming up now.
Got new legs.
Got the titanium alloy.
Lieutenant.
So I think I should be good then. But it's an awesome race. So Faces put on a great show.
Yeah, they really are doing awesome things for the sport, and yeah, every single Faces event I've been to has been home run.
Yeah, and like we touched on in the last thing about media, they get their media dialed, and they've already started advertising this months ago, and just got a real good angle on how to promote this stuff.
What's the prize money? Because I mean that's always a good motivating factor.
I actually have no idea.
Sure. Okay.
I want to say about 20 grand.
Okay.
Yeah, for first. I've never been that close. I think my best result is maybe 9th.
Are we going to do like what we do at other races that we win, where we aim to spend however much prize money we win for the race, we try and spend it that night?
Yeah, we can try that.
I think we were close to that night, Maluti.
Yeah,
we were definitely close to that. It kicked on cycles.
Yeah. Speaking of which, have you got that cash yet?
I have not. I would. Yeah, you'll know. There'll be signs. I won't say anything, but you'll know.
Yeah, get you some new socks or something.
And then after that, I mean, a few things coming up. We touched briefly last episode about the Poggy criterium. Again, I won't share too much information of that just yet, but there's that on the horizon. I personally might be going, I will be going to the Tour de France this year to be doing some work with Lidl Trek, which I'm really excited about. Some hospitality, but again, I'll share some more information about that in later ones. Kent, anything for you that's exciting? Any trips potentially?
Potentially. I mean, there might be some potential for me to make some trip overseas. Stars need to align.
Yeah, 100%.
We'll see how things go. But yeah, I'm quite good at getting a last minute flight.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're no stranger to a last minute flight.
Yeah, I won't say no. But no amazing news coming up. Just actually some admin work, with the missus. Finalising plans for the wedding, getting married in less than 5 months now. So time's getting closer, and I need to start pulling up my socks. I need to start looking for a suit maybe.
Not a bad idea.
I know that next week, Wednesday, I think we have a meeting with our decor people.
Okay.
So I don't know, this is a whole thing, but you got to decide on flowers and spoons and all that stuff.
I was very, very lucky that when I got married and all of this was happening, I was in Europe. Thank goodness. Yeah, so as much as I really wanted to be part of it, and I was very invested and had my convictions, unfortunately I wasn't available so I had to kind of let Jen take the reins on that one. No. Maybe you should find a reason to go to Europe and
I don't know. I'd rather stay out of the dog box. I've been out of there for a while now, so
you've been doing well out of it. Yeah.
I'll do my best to stay out of it. But yeah, that's coming up, and then also the day after that, actually, we can touch on it now quickly, is our DNA evening. DNA after my wedding.
Oh, your wedding. Oh, yes, yeah.
So next week, Thursday, the 14th, 6:00, Rosebank Techno Gym. We'll be doing a talk with myself, you, Danny, the owner of D90, and Callie will be there, and it'll be kind of Danny will give an introduction into the science of DNA testing, why it's beneficial. It'll then go into a one-on-one chat with you and Callie and myself and Callie, and go through questions that we had going into it and what the findings showed, and then once again a Q&A, so people who attend the evening can ask any questions they might have.
Awesome.
So yeah, if you're listening to this, please join us next week. You can get in touch with us on just by DMing us or commenting. And
that's what 14th
of May.
Rosebank Techno Gym,
6:00.
Be there.
Yeah. It won't be anything outrageous. Probably about an hour.
Okay.
But yeah, we'd like to have some people there to listen into what we got to say, and yeah, I think it'll be very informative, and you can see how it can benefit you.
100%. I mean, we got our results, and I mean, we've done one race since, and we won it.
Jeez, just like that. Eh?
Just like that. So Matt, you could also win Maluti D90 or the next event you do if you get your DNA tested.
Yeah, All jokes aside, I started taking some of the
supplements
that I was recommended.
Yes, and you feel the difference.
And yeah, I mean, even if it might be slight placebo, I honestly do feel less lethargic and stuff like that. And I've been training more.
You have been training more. You also look a bit taller. I don't know if it's just you got your new shoes or
it's my new chair. My new chair.
Oh, that's probably why.
Yeah.
And your skin's also glowing. I don't know. Again, maybe you just got more sunlight because you've actually been spending more time on the bike. You're getting more sun. Actually, it all makes sense.
It's like a win-win-win-win-win.
No, but you are looking good on the bike again. Not to say you ever aren't terrible on the bike, but I think you just
went through a dip.
You get a bit lazy.
Yeah,
that's a different
I'm a lazy
way.
chap. Yeah.
Well, you're not lazy, but you just if you don't have a goal or you don't have a race on the horizon, you don't need to be putting in the hours. And case in point, you've been putting some hours in, and you definitely
it's paying off.
It is paying off. So I'm looking forward to the races that are on the horizon.
Awesome. So we're probably going to do maybe a short version of this weekend
at
Sani. So we'll bring our little camera and set up. That's why we tested out new little setup here to see if it would work. So obviously it's not a full-on production studio, but I think it should be sufficient. So let us know your thoughts on how today went, and if you're keen for like a bit of an uncut, raw version at Sani.
And I mean, your plan is also to try and get a few people involved. So whether it be a sponsor of the event or a race organizer or just a random guy who's also racing his bike. Just come pull in, have a chat, and
find us at the beer tent at each of those venues, and we'll definitely have the camera out for a few minutes.
Definitely. Well, thank you very much, Kent, man.
Okay, sweet.
Good to see you. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.